Domain name settings can feel like one of the most technical aspects of running a website. DNS records, name servers, and primary domains. But with an AI agent like Claude or ChatGPT connected to your WordPress.com site, you can handle a surprising amount of it by just describing what you want. Before we get started, make sure your site is connected to an AI agent. I've linked a setup video in the description if you haven't done that yet. Let's start by looking at your site's domain name setup. So I'll ask my agent, list the domain names on my WordPress.com site and tell me which one is set as the primary. The AI agent then shows you each domain connected to your account and flags which one visitors currently land on, your primary domain. It's worth understanding what that primary domain name is. Your site can have more than one domain name attached, but one is set as the primary domain. This is the main address people see in the browser bar and the one used when you share a link. But remember, any other connected domains will still point to the same site. But maybe you don't have a custom domain name yet, or you want another one for a new project you're working on. You may already have a new name. So let's say, for example, you are starting a photography website and want something built around dream photography. Instead of checking yourself, you can just ask your AI agent. I'll say, is dreamphotographyhub.com available and what would it cost? If it's available, the agent comes back with the price and a link to register it on the spot. You just need to complete the checkout. And if you search for a domain name that's already taken, it will tell you it's not available and suggest close alternatives. Or you can continue searching for other options. While you are looking at your domain name, it's also worth checking security. The little padlock next to your web address comes from an SSL certificate, which keeps the connection between your site and visitors private. On WordPress.com, SSL is set up and renewed automatically, but you can still ask the agent to confirm everything is working. I will go ahead and ask, is the SSL certificate on my domain name active? The agent checks and lets me know the certificate is active, giving me quick reassurance that visitors can access the site securely. Now, let's look under the hood or under the bonnet at the DNS records. I will ask, show me the current DNS records for my domain name, dreamphotographyhub.com. DNS records are the behind-the-scenes settings that tell the internet where to send people when they type your address, and where to route things like your email. But if you ever see a record you don't recognize, you can just ask what it does and get a plain explanation, instead of disappearing down a search rabbit hole. This is where it gets genuinely useful. Say you want to track your site in Google Search Console to see what people search to find you and how you're ranking. Once you add your domain name to Google Search Console, you need to prove the site is yours. Google hands you a long string of text and tells you to add it as a TXT record on your domain name. So let's go ahead and copy it. Now, instead of manually adding this, you can ask your agent, add this as a DNS record to verify my domain name with Google Search Console. And then I can see the TXT record is added and active on dreamphotographyhub.com. The final step is to click Verify back in Search Console. Within a day, you'll be able to see your site's performance data. Next, a lot of people want a professional email on their domain, something like info@yourgroovydomain.com. If you'd like to use a provider you already have, like Google Workspace, iCloud Mail, Office 365, or Zoho, the agent can set up the DNS records that connect it to your domain name. The first thing to do is start the setup on your provider side and grab the verification code they give you. In this example, I'll be using Google Workspace. Then I will ask Claude to set up the DNS records to connect my domain name to Google Workspace email and hand over the code. The agent adds all the right records for you, so your domain name and your email service are talking to each other. No looking up MX records or copying values manually. Then you just need to finish creating your mailbox with your provider. And if you would rather keep everything in one place, WordPress.com's own professional email sets all of this up for you automatically from your dashboard. And that's how an AI agent can help you with domain-related tasks. And if the agent can't complete a task directly, It will let you know and point you to the next best step.